Hey guys, the first game this week of the Currie Cup, we'll see the Pumas versus the Cheetahs. The Griquas Bulls game have been cancelled, so both teams got their first draw of the season, the first cancellation of the season. The other games, they are unaffected. If you do look at the log though, both teams get their 2 points in hand for this game. That still puts the Bulls in quite a good position, but that would not be pretty good for the fans of the Bulls. But for the rest of the fans of the other teams, it does put the competition a little bit up for grabs a little bit more. But I think the Bulls are still in an unassailable lead. They could be caught, but I don't think they will be. If we do look at this game particularly, it is being played in Nelspruit. It is the Cheetahs that plays the Pumas. They both have pretty bad streaks at the moment. The Cheetahs won from 5 of their last games. The Pumas won from their last 7 games. The Cheetahs last time out won by 22 points when these two teams played. History-wise, it is better in the favor of the Cheetahs between these two sides. Rasta Rashavenga, he's the referee for this one, and it's probably one of the better referees in South Africa at the moment because, yeah, we've had quite a few horrible referees at times at this moment. Rasta, he isn't the best TMO, but when it comes to refereeing, I think he does do a good job. Let's look at the two squads. Remember, this Puma squad, they really pushed the Western Province last week out. The Cheetahs, they changed a lot of their players because they were really hammered last week by the Lions. Up front, it is unchanged in the front rows for the Pumas. Those two props, Prinsloo and Nodia, they are making names for themselves, really pushing the Western Province last week, and they are probably one of the best front rows so far, the Western Province. So the Pumas doing that is a good sign for them. The Cheetahs, they changed their hooker, who has been struggling every now and then. Reinach Venter, obviously, he has signed now to go overseas as far as I have it. So they are looking for another option at the hooker. When we go into the locks, Leroux, Roots, and Janse van Vieren, they are up against Carl Wagner and Higu. Wagner moves from 5 to 4. Higu comes into play to get a start for a change in that side. When you go to the flankers, Nsila, Davis, and Rudolph, unchanged there. Rudolph, I thought, played much better last week. Every game I say he doesn't play as well like he played when he played for the Pumas. Now he is playing up against the Pumas, and he looks like he is regaining that form. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does play against his previous side. The Pumas, they make one change when it comes to the loose forwards. That number 7, Makondwana, he's been doing really great for them so far this season. Engelbrecht, he's been a bit more quiet this last couple of weeks, with Martins in at number 6. At the number 9s, we have De Haas and September, both probably the second option, number 9 for both teams. De Haas, he's getting a rare start for the Cheetahs, and his pairing with number 10, Frans Steyn, also he hasn't played in number 10 for quite a while. I think the last time he played at number 10 in South Africa was back in his Sharks days, so that's quite a while back. The other number 10, Devin Williams, also out of position. He's actually a number 15, so both number 10s out of position. It's going to be interesting to see how they actually do play against each other. Devin Williams, he has a tendency to run laterally over the park, running like a number 15 over the park. Frans Steyn, will he run like a number 12, bashing into players instead of trying to find players outside of him? That's going to be an interesting matchup to me. I think that's the make or break matchup in this game. Frans Steyn, though, he does play better so far in this last couple of weeks, since he's kind of started kicking as well. His game time and his game management has gotten better as well. He's just better all over the park when he gets a chance to kick as well. And I mean, that 64-meter kick, Rocket Man is still alive in South Africa. Then Howard Mnisi, he moves from 13 to 12 against Mngijima. That's going to be an interesting matchup with Mngijima. He's kind of holding the fort at number 12 this last couple of weeks. He's holding that jersey down for himself. Cronje, he's been doing well at number 13 for the Pumas so far, up against Dries Swanepoel, who came back from injury last week, so he's still fresh back into the side, maybe a little bit rusty still. Cronje might try and exploit that. He does find gaps really well when the defense is lacking a little bit. Mot Taljaard at number 11, or Etienne Taljaard, versus Duncan Saul, who is going to get his first start for the Cheetahs. OB versus Small Smith. OB used to be a Cheetahs player as well, but he used to play for everyone, by the way. But Small Smith at 11, he's kind of outside center playing at the wing, so we'll see how that goes in this game. At the number 15's Mafura, he continues at number 15, also an ex-Cheetahs player, up against Blommetjies. Blommetjies, I think he's been a little bit more quiet the last couple of weeks since the hot steppers on the wing has been removed. I don't really know what's going on there, why they aren't on the wings anymore. I'm talking about Speckman and those guys. But Blommetjies, he is always that threat coming from the back. On the benches, you see Louis van der Westhuizen, the Namibian international, on number 16. AJ Leroux, he also adds a little bit of strength to the side for the Pumas. Maritz as well, and Wayne van der Bank. Those three guys on the bench really add some strength to the Pumas bench, which they have been lacking for a little bit now. Their bench is the thing that kind of lets them die out in latter stages of the game. Those three guys can really improve the side. Tiaan Botha, I thought he did well in the game against the Western Province. The young number 10, he's at number 22 this week with Gunter Smits. That's going to do something in this next game. I know that's going to be an exciting combination. At the Cheetahs, they have Cameron Dawson, Oupa Mohoje, he's back from his second injury this year as well. Chris Massane, Tiaan Meyer, he's on the bench this week. Rhino Smith, the exciting wing slash fullback on number 23, will bring something on from the bench. Guys, I think it's going to be quite a running game if I do look at these two sides. Devin Williams with his left boot might find some space behind the Cheetahs players because the Cheetahs do like to push up on defense. So Devin Williams might be important there. When you do want a laterally running number 10 if you do play against a running side. So this might really help in this game. Frans Steyn at number 10 though, I don't know how that's going to affect the Cheetahs' running game. So like I said, that's going to be the big matchup in this game. How the scrums go is also going to be important. I think the Pumas do have a brilliant scrum at this moment, but the Cheetahs also have a good scrum. So let me know your prediction for this game down in the comments below. I think the Cheetahs by 5 points, but the Pumas can really push them in this one. Let me know what you think. Check out these videos next to me. Hit the subscribe button, and then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.